So just while I'm on this hike, I kind of want to talk about, why do you want to be a trader? Why did I want to be a trader? What for? Why not get a job? So the online YouTubers would have you believe that it's really glamorous. You become a trader, get a lambo, roar about, go clubbing, all that kind of stuff. Well, I'm afraid that's what you get if you're a YouTuber who sells courses on trading. Yeah, I'm afraid the reality of trading is almost like quite a disciplined existence. Every day you've got to be on it. Every day you've got to be switched on. You've got to be ready to go. You've got to be ready to react. You've got to be disciplined. It doesn't involve Lambos, at least not for the most part anyway. Trading is for sure an intellectual pursuit. You will never be satisfied if you're a proper trader. You will always think you could do better, and if you're anything like me, you will always wonder if it will come to an end today or tomorrow or the next day. You never know when your edge is going to disappear. And I say that because I've had edges disappear. So when you're making money, the last thing you want to do is take a day off, because you don't know when your edge will finish. So you've got to make money every day until you don't need money anymore. I know that sounds weird, but it's the truth. Because seriously, there's been a lot of edges in the market that have come and they have gone. And you've got to be, there's no like, oh, I'll just make $500 a day for the rest of my life. No such thing. That edge that you're relying on will one day not be there. So why do you want to be a trader? It definitely isn't. It's not easy. You're up against big money, big brains, big banks. You're up against everyone. What are the chances that you're going to make it? Are you ready for the grind, the years of drawdown, maybe a year of drawdown? How are you going to overcome the mental challenge? Are you going to overcome the mental challenge? Will that technique you master finish the day you master it to, make consistent profits? Will it still be there this time next year? There's questions you've got to ask yourself. Have you got enough money, enough starting capital to make it worthwhile? If the best traders in the world make 20%, how much do you need for that 20% to pay for your lifestyle? And what happens when you don't make that for a few months? What are you going to do? It's I don't want to put you off, but it's like if you've started a company, started a business, it's not easy, right? Trading's no different. You're basically starting a one-man business, and you need capital. You need just dog-godded discipline, never give up, day in, day out. It's not as glamorous as the YouTubers would have you believe. Think about how many traders there are. There's not that many. It's because it's not that easy. So just think about your reasons about why, because nobody's sitting on a beach with a laptop, and I'll tell you why. One, there's no PowerPoint, there's no socket to plug in with. You also get the glare from the sun, and you can tell by my answers that I've tried it. You get the glare from the sun, your fingers are sweating because you're on a beach and it's hot. You can't see the screen, you haven't got your second monitor, you've got no internet because you're on a beach, and you're struggling with a hotspot. It's not happening. Your best bet is in your office with your proper setup, proper internet, your backup internet, and all your kit. If, like me, every now and again you have to travel, well, you take holiday, but you trade still because you have a portfolio, you have to work your way around it. And I just kind of want to say it's not as glamorous as the Lambo guys would have you believe. But I don't want to put you off, because I totally love trading. I love everything about it. I love the intellectual rigor. I love the discipline required. Ooh, a bit like going through this jungle. I love, nearly stacked it then, didn't I? I don't want to say I like the drawdowns, definitely don't like the drawdowns, but I think it kind of keeps you on your toes, because you just never know when you're going to go into a drawdown and have to battle your way back past it. And you know, when you're with your friends and family, how do you hide that emotion that you're like deep in the red and you're praying for the market to open up, open down, for that stock to recover or whatever? You have to somehow, when you leave that trading desk, be able to just hold your emotions, almost be emotionless. But who wants to be emotionless? Anyway, and this leads on to sequence risk. Let's say a lot of traders kind of say that they wait for a certain setup, like they get 4 trades a week or something like this. I've heard of a lot of people say that, and they wait. And you know, if you work for a company, you're on a salary, so no problem, you can wait. If you're a trader at home like me and you wait for your setup, now if you have a 50% hit rate, you will at some point get 8 trades that fail. Are you going to be able to put on that 9th trade? I'm just trying to paint the picture of reality. You'll get these sequences of losses if you have, say, a 50% hit rate. It's why I don't actually agree with, you hear a lot of people talking risk reward and all this, and they like a 3-to-1 and all this kind of thing. It's actually rubbish. You actually want a 1-to-3 risk reward, because a 3-to-1 means you're going to have 20 losses in a row at some point. If you have a 1-to-3, your most losses in a row will be around 3 or 4, and I much prefer that metric, because I don't know if, well, I don't stomach 20 losses in a row. I go the other way. I do a 1-in-3, 1-for-3 risk reward, where I want to make lots of little amounts, like almost all the time, like just ringing the cash register. And that leads me on to a really important business model. Think about Mackie D's. How much do they make per burger or per drink? They make a tiny amount, right? Think about Pepsi, think about Starbucks, think about Coca-Cola, think about Google. When you get your invoice for your Google account, what is it? For me, it's like a $2 a month to have a terabyte of storage or something. So they make a small amount, right? Tell me a single company that makes a large amount per transaction. It doesn't exist. Like, you know, maybe like if you buy a boat or a yacht. So what are you going to do? Sit around for 2 years waiting to sell a boat or a yacht? Or are you going to be Starbucks making 50 cents every coffee? Or Mackie D's making 50 cents every meal? Just think, the most successful businesses in the world, worth trillions, make millions of transactions and then make tiny amounts per transaction. Think of Visa, MasterCard, think of just literally every business. Yet for some reason, traders want to make these big gains per trade, like, I make, 3-to-1 risk reward. No, yeah, and then you have a 20 losing streak. I don't like those metrics, and I think it's, I don't put it this way. I've never seen a professional trader trade that way. Every professional trader I know churns in like the cash flow, small amounts, boom, 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 day in, day out, just puts in those small winners with tiny losses. They love break-even trades. If the trade's not going their way, if they can get out break-even all day long, and then a small winner on top. That's the way I've seen people trade successfully, and that's the one that works in your brain. It's the one that works day in, day out. So when you see all these YouTubers with their 3-to-1s and all this rubbish, they're selling courses, right? That's their revenue. Their revenue is not trading, because 3-to-1s and 5-to-1s and all this nonsense they come up with, is total, how can I say BS? It's total BS. At least I've never met one. But to summarize why you would want to be a trader is, I really think the main reason is that intellectual pursuit of trading and everything that comes with it. 2, that you like the idea of having your own business, because when you trade, you are running your own business. Everything from your risk reward to your buying your stock to your sale price. You know, if you think about it in terms of like a real product, you buy it, you sell it, you manage the profit that you make or the loss that you make. It's just like real life, as in, you know, real product buying and selling. You like the idea of risking your own capital. I don't want to say you can trade when you want to, because that's just not true. When the market opens, you need to be at your desk. So there's no like freedom. I know there's one YouTuber, Etienne, who's like got a couple of systems that he runs and he kind of travels around, but still has to log in every day, still has to manage it, and he had to get to that place. And I don't know how much he makes from other things, but you know, it's not like you can just trade on the beach. Don't get that delusion. And it's not like you'll suddenly have loads of free time, and it's not like you'll be stress-free. It's all of those things. And it's a lonely old time, because there's no one there, you know, when you're up at night in your like spare room or your like home office. It's just you. And for the most part, it's not easy to find trading buddies. I've got one in the States, but I mean, we've never met. We just chat on Discord a little bit. But you know, it's yeah, you're all alone every day, and it's all on you. Good days, bad days, market up, market down, capital worries, making money worries, will your edge work tomorrow worries. That's the reality. So just as long as you bear all that stuff in mind, and then you never know, maybe you'll make enough to get a Lambo, roar around, and then, you know, and then you'll be able to sell courses, and then you don't have to worry about trading anymore. Maybe that's what we should all be doing. Sell some trading courses, forget about the trading, huh? All right, that's it.